Thank you so much, Chair of Chairs, and thank you, MEC. I must also just disclose, Chair of Chairs, that this question has been responded to in writing by the MEC, but I am of the view that there may have been some developments, so I'll ask it nonetheless. The manufacturers program facilitated by Family Tree Holdings was expected to support around 44 local manufacturers. Concerns have been raised regarding the status of this initiative, as well as the department's contractual relationship with Family Tree Holdings. Can the MEC please indicate what is the current status of the manufacturers program facilitated by Family Tree Holdings, particularly regarding the involvement of the 44 local manufacturers? And then what is the current status of the department's contract with Family Tree Holdings? I think it's important to have that on record once more. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ali. Honorable MEC Maile, you can respond, sir.
Thank you very much, the Chair of Chairs, and thanks, Honorable Member, for the question. The answer to the first question is that the manufacturers program facilitated by Family Tree Holdings is still ongoing, and to that regard, 40 out of 44 beneficiaries who were onboarded upon inception of the 3 year. Remember, it was 41, it's 40 now. Okay. I think we'll deal with that in your follow-up question. And the 3-year program is being supported, and the program is due to end in June 2025. And on the second question, there is currently no contract between the Department of Economic Development and Family Tree Holdings, as the contract which was existing between the two parties ceased to operate in December 2024.
Thank you, Honorable MEC Maile. Are you covered? A supplementary question or short remark, Honorable Ali?
Thank you so much. It's a supplementary question, Chair of Chairs. MEC, you alluded a little bit earlier to the fact that we did have a breakaway session as the Department of Economic Development and the committee thereof. It took place in Kempton Park on the 14th of March, and during that session, one of my questions was answered. The question was the following: how much money was dispersed to Family Tree Holdings throughout the contract by the department? The response was as follows: about 5 million was dispersed in 2023. The PO was issued on the 28th of July, 2023. A further 15 million was dispersed. The PO there was issued 07/02/2024. So if we calculate that, it's about 20 million, give or take a few, for Family Tree to facilitate the distribution centers, the manufacturing program, as well as capacitating the spaza shop owners. Knowing what you know now, and I know that this matter is subject to an audit, there is a reevaluation that you're doing at the moment, but knowing what you know now, what's been discussed by the 6th Administrations Committee, as well as the 7th Administrations Committee, the findings that we've made, the recommendations that have been made, and the on-the-ground oversight visits that were done, and some of the issues that emanated from there. Knowing what you know now, MEC, are you happy with the way in which Family Tree facilitated this program on your behalf? Thank you.
Thank you. Let me ask in terms of Rule 1347, for any additional supplementary questions or additional remarks from honorable members. Honorable, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you, MEC. I just wanted to ask, the MEC just said that the contract of the MOU with Family Tree has ceased to exist in December, which is exactly what we were told in portfolio committee meetings. But I just wanted to find out if Family Tree does no longer assist with as an implementing agent. What happens to all of the programs that Family Tree was meant to implement? Does that just fall away, or does it continue going without Family Tree, or is there another implementing agent that will take its place? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable MEC.
Thank you very much for the questions and the follow-up. Member Ali, I said to the portfolio committee, and in fact in this house, and I think that day you were not in the house, I think the question was asked by Member Sharif about what are we going to do about all this. And I said Firstly, in the committee, there are a lot of allegations, not just around family tree, a lot of allegations of corruption. And because we don't want to deal with the issues in piecemeal, I said that we are going to investigate not just family tree, a whole range of corruption. So we have appointed a senior counsel. So I'll announce the name of the senior counsel who must manage those for us, so that we don't investigate family tree and then there's another family bottle and then family something and all that. But also we want to be specific. What are we asking the senior counsel to do for us? And one of the things we are asking the senior counsel to do for us, we want to know how were these people appointed? Was there a process in appointing these people? So the fact that we are saying we will be looking at this matter, because the committee received a dossier of a lot of allegations. So we are not going to just overlook them because they've not been brought to us. That's why. So what we're doing, and I'm sure this Sunday we will announce the terms of reference and the senior counsel who has a reputation to investigate this. And I think, Member Moriarty, you'll also be glad to know that how I want to deal with the liquor matters, not just the licensing in the province, the underage things, a whole range of liquor matters. Because I know you are passionate about that. You always ask me about the liquor issue. So you will be glad and you must not be surprised. And I hope, because I've called for members of the public who are interested to participate in the committee of inquiry, which is closing on the 27th. So I hope you encourage those with knowledge, because we want people with knowledge to help us deal with that. So on that, Member Ali, I'm certainly not happy, and that's why we are looking at the matter, because if there's any program that we put in place, it must benefit our people. If there are objective weaknesses and challenges, we must be taken through. What are those? Because we know programs are not perfect and all that, but it seems in this regard there are a lot of problems. Some of them might be man-made, and some of them might have to do with the collusions and collaborations between internal and external people and all that. But we have to get to the bottom of that and not take things for granted. Member Sharif, one of the issues we said we must relook at since during MEC Mutara's time was this implementation model, because we do want to have partners. There is no doubt, but how we get these partners becomes important. So one of the things we have done now was to call for proposals from partners who want to work with us on what we call high impact projects. So I think the department has appointed, I'm sure 20 or 40 or whatever. So these are partners who will partner with us on different, because they've got different skills and all that. And you'll agree with me that one of the weaknesses about this is that it sounds like a jack of all trades, doing everything. You do manufacturing, you do funding, you do skills training, you can't. You need to have a proper concept of how you want to incubate your SMMEs, how you want to support them. You must identify institutions based on their strength and weaknesses, which is what that program seeks to do. And I think you should ask the department in the next session just to take you through What are those sectors? What was the process? What was the term of reference? We're not saying it's perfect, but because it's in its infancy, you can be able to make an input which should help us improve it, because that's what we're interested in. We're not interested in having programs for their own sake, and those programs don't make an impact. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you, MEC.